Hi everyone, and welcome back to Butterfly's Poison Blood Chains. I think we're on Hideo's route now. And he just got arrested in Asakusa for getting into a fight with a drunk officer who was calling us names. Sorry, moving my water. So, let's see if he's in prison or if he got out. I'm probably got out, hopefully. We also learned that our girl doesn't know how to pick fruit or vegetables. Anyway, let's go. 2 days have passed since the uproar that Hideo caused in Asakusa. He didn't cause the uproar, the drunk guy did, but whatever. As he instructed, Yoriko has been keeping a low profile. However, she's still dying to find out what happened after she parted ways with him. Shiba, who is just returned, from Shanghai, decided to stop by the manor to see her, much to her dismay. Of course he's going to. I was doing better until you showed up. Not much, just the usual. You look as sprightly as I remember, though.
それはあなたの前にこうして座っていられるからさ。あなたの顔を見るだけで、俺はいつだって元気になれる。
Okay, sure. And you're still as smooth with words as ever. See, that crap doesn't work with me. Just roll my eyes. Shiba carries himself as if he owns the place, not looking the least bit bothered that 2 people have died in this manner. People die everywhere. It's whatever. Although Yoriko finds his attitude insufferable, it also gives her a curious sort of sense of security. He might be an annoying conversation partner, but being able to have an idle chat with someone does have a therapeutic effect on her. When someone drops by to visit the household, she feels like they've come to save her from the depressing and overwhelming loneliness. But Yoriko isn't going to admit it out loud. She maintains a mildly annoyed and tired expression on her face and continues her conversation with him. So, how was Shanghai? You went there for work, didn't you?
まあそうだ。
Not like I really
そこは
care.
とてつもなく魅力的な場所さ。日本に帰ってくると、ここがいかに平和で静かな場所かがわかる。
I wonder about that. This country is not as peaceful as it looks, especially not since it has people like you among its residents.
違いない。ああ、そういえば。
At least he's
あなたの近辺で一悶着があったと聞いたぞ。
The word Shiba has just casually uttered causes a stir in her heart. A dispute? What do you mean?
あなたの幼馴染の軍人殿さ。
He's talking about
何やら街中で騒ぎを起こして、
Hideo,
今
obviously.
謹慎を食らっているそうじゃないか。
That's it? Only house arrest? I mean... Yuriko's heart jumps in her chest and she nearly drops the teacup in her hands. She didn't think Shiba would be informed of what Hideo is currently going through. He's informed on everything. Yuriko musters the coldest tone that she can and mutters, "You really know everything, don't you?"
あなたにとっては初耳だったか。そんな驚いた顔をして。
No, I'm not surprised about that. I'm astonished by the fact that your network of information seems to stretch endlessly.
何?
I mean, he's a
別に彼に
businessman.
興味があるわけじゃない。ただあなたの周囲に気を配っていると、
People
そう
talk.
いう話も自然と流れてくるだけさ。
It's really not that hard to figure things out if you keep your eyes and ears open. Especially in that type of society and situation. Because he's already in the elite crowd. Shiba prattles on, looking far too amused for this type of conversation. However, the news he brought has permeated Yuriko's mind, filling every nook and cranny with thoughts of Hideo. Hideo, so he's been given house arrest. Still, I'm glad they didn't arrest him and throw him into jail. It did cross my mind. He's rich. Then again, they probably didn't arrest Hideo because, firstly, the quarrel was stopped before it could get worse. And secondly, he's an officer from a baron family. See, he's rich. However, she's still incredible. Also, if the other guy didn't press charges, they wouldn't do anything. However, she's still incredibly worried about his wounds and well-being. Is he feeling down because he's under house arrest now? Hideo told me I shouldn't visit him, but we're not going to listen, are we? She did plan to be patient for a little while longer, but now that she's been informed of the real situation, she can't bear to sit still anymore. Besides, judging from the information she obtained from Shiba, it appears that even the man's extensive information never failed to grasp one small detail. The fact that Yuriko was there when the fight broke out. Or maybe Shiba does know, and he's simply hiding it from her. He could be. He's just playing with her. Nevertheless, Yuriko hasn't directly heard her name being mentioned in relation to the fight, which means it's safe to assume that no one knows yet that the fight has something to do with her. What should I do? I want to see how he's doing, but I'm sure Hideo will not be happy about it. Then don't go. Don't piss him off. Being under house arrest. It's very possible that Hideo is in his house. That's what house arrest means. House arrest means you're in your house. Anyway, whatever. How will Hideo react if she visits him this evening? Did you just say he'd be angry? Yuriko weighs her options. Should she see Hideo? Oh, we should probably go. Yes, I think I should visit him. His colleague's remarks about her relationship with Hideo were the reason he blew his fuse. Although he told her that he was responsible for everything, the fight wouldn't have erupted at all if it weren't for Yuriko. She feels responsible too. Hideo might have told her to refrain from getting in touch with him, but after learning about his predicament, she doesn't want to refrain from taking action now. It'd be too heartless of her.
Oi. Ohi-san.
Oh yeah, you're still here. Yeah, what's up?
どうしたおひいさんずいぶんぼーっとしてるじゃないか
Yes, what? Oh, sorry. Yuriko only realizes now that Shiba has been calling her. Well, it's because you're not reacting to the things he's saying. It's true that she isn't fond of the man, but it doesn't mean she's justified in ignoring his presence and letting her mind wander off. She's done something terribly rude. Well, he's been rude too. Whatever. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I just had something on my mind.
どうやら姫はお疲
He
れのようだ
knows you like Hideo. She quips and shrugs.
俺はそろそろ会社に戻らにはならんがしっかり静養するんだぜ
Yes, thank you, Shiba. You take care too. Trying to figure out which one is the psycho. I mean, they all are. This was an adult game, but wonder who's the psycho in this. She wonders if Shiba has compressed his busy schedule again just to make time for her, because he looks like he wants to be here longer. Still, he gets up to leave after his relatively short visit. Shiba told her that he isn't interested in Hideo, and yet it puzzles her how he seems to know more about Hideo, including the information regarding his fiancée than she does. You gotta know about your rivals, man. He's smart. Moreover, the man seems to be enjoying his interference with her relationship with Hideo. Just her imagination? No. Yuriko muses in suspicion. The dude is having some fun. Anyway, I know I need to visit him because Shiba knows she doesn't like him, but he's still doing it. Shooting his shot, chasing her. Musing won't get her anywhere, and there's no time like the present. Yuriko encourages herself and stands up before going off to find Fujita to help her prepare something simple to present to Hideo as some sort of get-well gift. Just, I don't know. I'm not rich. What do rich people get each other? Back then. Good afternoon. Hanging from the Ozaki family's manor gate. Yuriko calls out a greeting. She can't remember the last time she came here. It's a cute house. She believes she hasn't visited this manor since she and Hideo started to grow apart. Feels nostalgic, and yet it also looks like it's trying to ward her off. Taking in both sensations, Yuriko waits for someone to respond.
Hi.
Hush.
これは野宮様の姫様
Hi. Middle-aged maid comes to greet her, and if the way she breaks into a smile is any indication, she seems to remember who Yuriko is.
若様でございますか
You grew up together. He only started to grow apart recently. I am. My acquaintance told me that Hideo is injured, so I came here to visit him. Do you think I could meet him?
さようでございますか。
It's like,
少
oh.
々お待ちくださいね。
Slightly panicking, the maid excuses herself to return inside. Why, what is he doing? It looks like the matter regarding Hideo's house arrest is a secret kept from those around him. Whatever. But since Yuriko has stated that she knew he was wounded, the maid must have guessed that rumors are already spreading. Sorry, I'm distracted by something. The maid comes back with an unreadable smile.
若様がお部屋にお通ししろとおっしゃっておりますので。
Ooh, going to his room already. His room?
はい、どうぞこちらへ。
Let's do this. Oh. I don't like this room. I don't like all the taxidermy dead birds. The random picture of eggs. Why? I don't. I mean, I know you like birds, man, but this is a. I mean, he has empty cages, and then he just has dead birds everywhere, and. I don't like it. Don't like it. I don't like it. I would walk into this room and immediately turn around and walk right back out. Like, nope. All the dead things. Yuriko lets the maid lead her until they arrive in front of Hideo's room, and she opens the door. Also, why is his chairs like covered in sheets or like modern-y chairs? I don't think they made chairs like that back then. The second Yuriko steps into the room, her eyes scan that space. She spots several new surprises in the room she hasn't visited since those days of her childhood. The room belongs to Hideo, a soldier, but the bookshelf is filled with zoology books. He has several mounted birds in the room too, such as a magpie and a horned owl. Yeah, I see that. By the windows is a cage with a Java sparrow inside. Is there a bird? I don't see a bird. Inside. It's chirping melodiously in a tiny voice, unless she means the covered one. Hideo is by the window, picking up the bird cage and giving Yuriko a small smile.
どうした?
Oh, he has
そん
it.
なところでぼーっとして。
Jeez, dude. You look like crap. Oh no, I was just a little taken aback.
驚いた?
You got dead things everywhere. But you're still collecting mounts and books of birds, Hideo. I mean, he likes it. It's his hobby. Yuriko breathes the words out before she can stop herself. Girl, think before you speak. Hideo gives her a shrug and offers her a wary smile.
なんだ? 意外か?
Something he likes. Don't shame him for it. It could be a lot worse. Could be something actually weird. I mean, he does have that things in there. Well, you entered the army, so I thought you gave up on your dream of studying ornithology? What is ornithology?
そんなわけないだろう。俺は今だってできることなら鳥類の研究に没頭したいんだ。
Ornithology, the scientific study of birds, encompassing their biology, behavior, evolution, ecology. I have never heard that term before. Okay. Hideo has shown a strong interest in birds from an early age. Well, you probably thought, well, I can't make a living off this, so I guess I'll just follow in my family's path, you know? She remembers how he would bombard his parents with questions related to birds. What is that bird called? What does that bird eat? And so on. Many members of aristocratic families who have both wealth and time follow the path of being researchers. The Ozaki family might be a warrior house, but they are relatively wealthier than most and have produced countless scholars. So, I mean, if I had the money, totally would do a lot of historical site, you know, trips. And many of these aristocratic scholars are fascinated by birds. Enough, in fact, that for ornithology to be called an aristocratic field of study. I mean, good on them, I guess. There's never a shortage of peerage members who study birds, and although she doesn't know if Hideo is strongly interested in them for the same reason that those aristocrats are, she never thought he would continue to pursue his dream. Why? Of studying birds. Why? Remind Yuriko that Hideo was a dreamer as a child. He would always have this envious look whenever he looked at the birds flying in the sky, because he probably feels trapped. What does that mean? You still want to soar into the sky like a bird, Hideo?
なんだそれは。
Planes? You could be a pilot. Maybe not with the glasses. Well, a certain someone once told me he wanted to be a bird, so there you go, Hideo. That's
バカだな、ユリコは。そんなのずいぶん昔の話だろう。
you idiot. Hideo laughs unbridled, but the traces of his fight that night remain. His face is littered with wounds and bruises, and they look painful, and yet he seems strangely cheerful, as though a weight has been lifted off his shoulders. I just realized did we ask him how his face is doing? We just started talking about the birds. Yuriko suddenly feels guilt washing over her. Hideo, I'm sorry.
んどうして謝る
For being a hussy. I came here. I failed to listen to your warning. He doesn't seem mad, though.
ああ、そうだな。
He probably knew we weren't going to. Hideo doesn't look mad. He is silent for a moment before heaving out a
な
sigh.
ぜ来ようと思ったんだ
I wanted to see you. Shiba just came back from Shanghai, and he stopped by my family's manor. He told me you're under house arrest. Hideo, I couldn't just sit still.
シバまたあの人か。
I swear that man's Yakuza. He knows everything. Hideo's lip curled in disgust.
まあいい。それでお前は見舞いに来たというわけだな。
Yes, why else would I be here? Yes, oh, and I have a gift for you. Yuriko had completely forgotten about the white peaches and white peaches inside the furoshiki wrapping cloth in her hands, and she hurriedly hands it over to him. Hideo darts his gaze from the wrapping cloth to Yuriko and frowns.
そんな風に気を使われるとかえって困
It's
るな。
just peaches.
こんな傷、大したことはないんだ。
Well, I mean, fruit in Japan's really freaking expensive, but still, it wasn't my
お
fault.
前のせいなんかじゃない。勘
It
違い
was
す
the
るな
other guy's fault. It wasn't our fault. See, I could never be a heroine like this. I would be like, it's not my freaking fault. It was that douchebag. Hideo stresses. His eyes are bright with rage, as if he's reliving the fight.
俺はお前との仲をバカにされるのだけは我慢ならない。
Well, I mean, what? What is that supposed to mean? Before she could voice the question out loud, however, someone quietly knocks on the
よ
door.
ろしいでしょうか、若様。
No. Go away, maid.
なんだ
白田様の姫様がもうすぐいらっしゃるとのことです。
Tell her to go away. Clouds loom over Hideo's features.
そうか。わかった。
I feel like I'm not taking visitors. Bye. Doesn't take Yuriko long to put the pieces together. That lady must be Hideo's fiancée. Well, to him, it's not his fiancée because he hasn't said yes yet. The maid has come all the way here just to announce that the lady is visiting. It must be her way of trying to discreetly ask Yuriko to go home now. Right. I think I should be heading back, Hideo.
待て。
All of a sudden, Hideo grabs Yuriko's arm.
来い。
What? What? Hey, Hideo. What am I doing? What are you doing? Hideo tugs at Yuriko's arm and pulls her out of the manor through the back door. They keep walking until they arrive at a nearby riverbed. Yuriko jogs to keep up with his pace. Isn't he supposed to be under house? Well, I guess I didn't have ankle monitors back then, so. Yuriko jogs to keep up with his pace as he tugs her along. Hideo! Hey! Hideo! You're gonna prick my arm out of my
なん
side.
だ黙って歩け。
Oh, stop pulling my arm. Okay, I can walk on my own. Now let go of my arm. You're hurting me. Exactly. Stop pulling my arm. As soon as Hideo realizes, at long last, that his grip around Yuriko's arm is too tight, he quickly lets go. He slows down and looking apologetic, lightly clicks his tongue.
すまなかった。慌てていたんだ。
Yes, you were. Clearly. What are you in such a hurry for
お前
anyway?
も聞いただろう。もうすぐ姫様が来てしまう
Turn
んだ。
down the engagement then. You don't want to see her, Hideo?
別に会ってもいいが、
Aww.
お前といる方がいい。
I think we're on well on our way to stealing him from the fiancé that he hasn't agreed to be fiancé with. Hideo. The moment the sincere words left Hideo's mouth, Yuriko's heart begins to hammer inside her chest. Hideo has chosen to be with her, a childhood friend, because he prefers her company to that of his fiancé. That's really sad. Is it because he finds women he isn't familiar with boring, or is it because of something else? It's because he likes you, you doofus. Come to think of it, I don't even know the name of your fiancé. Yuriko surprises them both when the question comes out in a whisper. The look on Hideo's face turns somber and he sighs.
そんなことを知りたいのか。
I mean, I guess. Yes, I do, because it's related to you, Hideo. Hideo stops in his tracks and without saying anything turns to look at Yuriko. Perhaps finally registering what he's doing, he lightly shakes his head and resumes walking with the tips of his ears red. Yuriko herself can't believe what she's just told him. That she just told him that. But those words, they're her true feelings. Aw. Eyes set forward, Hideo mumbles out his answer.
彼女の名前は白田沢子。公爵家の一人娘だ。
Sawako Shirota. From that famous Marquise family? Well, Yuriko has heard about the Shirota family before. They're comprised of the descendants of warlords whose history could be traced back to the late Kamakura period. Ah! The current head of the family is a prominent politician who has been serving the vice chairman of the House of Lords for a long time. The Shirota family is prestigious and has earned the public's acknowledgement. Based on what she's heard from Hideo, she knew the young lady was from a notable family, but she never thought she'd be the only daughter of the Shirota family.
俺が幼い頃、公家の家に行儀見習いに行かされていたことは知っているだろう。
Ew. Yes.
白田公爵はその家と親戚関係にあった。どういった経緯でこの縁談が成り立ったのかは知ら
Oh,
ん
you
が、
poor thing.
そちらのつながりらしい。
I see. In this day and age, the Taisho era, it's common for families to send their sons to more respectable families so they can learn how to dance and master table manners. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I had to do that. All due to the rapid westernization of the country. I am so sorry. I took an etiquette class. I don't really follow the rule. It's not. It's just annoying. The Ozaki family sent their son Hideo to be an apprentice in the aristocratic family. Might be a sign of the Ozaki family's sense of inferiority when it comes to their considerably humble lineage. Hideo's slightly neurotic and delicate nature might have gotten worse during his apprenticeship as a child. Oh yeah, probably. Still, you have the daughter of such a respectable family as your fiancé. I'm sure your parents are thrilled, Hideo.
そりゃそうさ。もともとは、以前も言った通り、お前の母親に一矢報いるためだったが。
You poor thing. So wait, if we don't do his route, then he ends up marrying this lady. Oof. I mean, she's probably fine, but she seems a little overly dramatic. From a stuffed tiger situation. Is it just her, or is she hearing a but in that sentence? Was he about to add, but your mother, the cause of all this mess, has passed away? Yeah, he can marry you now. I mean, if your brother lets him. Perhaps noticing that it would be too imprudent to say, thing to say, Theo clamps his mouth shut and falls silent. The two of them remain silent as they slowly trail along the riverbed. You're like, well, my mom's dead now if she wanted to marry me. We could. Terrible thing to say, but I'm not her. But Yuriko doesn't think the silence is awkward. The fact that he chose her and is here with her has made Yuriko tipsy with ecstasy. Ah, she's... Yeah. She looks up to see the burning sky in the west and shifts her gaze to watch the soft gleam glimmering over the surface of the river. Their surroundings have been transformed into such a magical sight to behold. Yeah, sunset's the best. The grass around them rustles, swaying gently along the wind. Along the wind. And their shadows dance to form breathtaking silhouette. The cicadas' forlorn cries echo along the river, giving sounds to the otherworldly and picturesque landscape. It's unbelievable how any other time this place is just ordinary. The voice that belongs to a man bursts the serene bubble, telling whoever their conversation partner is to say cheese. Sure enough, they spot a man who seems to be a photographer. His tripod is situated in front of a couple with the river in the background. Oh, that's rare. Why would they take a photo by the river? Because it's pretty? You were just talking about how pretty it was.
見たところ、新婚の夫婦か恋人同士じゃないのか。ここに何か思い入れでもあるんだろうさ。
Or it looks pretty right now. I don't remember if it was this one. But we do have some memories related to a river. Don't you remember, Hideo?
いや、そんなことあったか。
That was a pretty disastrous experience, though. Are you sure you don't remember? A giggle tumbles out of Yuriko's mouth. Oh no. You were trying to chase after the bird swimming in the water, but then you tripped and splendidly fell in. Does it ring a bell?
確かに、そんなこともあった
It's
か
like
も
I
な。
don't want to remember those things. Yes. I'm just going to pretend that you actually forgot instead of trying to play dumb.
しかし、それがどうして俺とお前の思い出なんだ。
Because I was there with you when you fell into the river. I panicked, untied my kimono's obi sash, and threw it for you to hold on to. You grabbed it and I pulled you up the river's bank.
とんでもないやつだな。
Yeah, that's... Well, I couldn't exactly dive into the river to help you. My kimono would have made me
い
drown.
や、そういう問題じゃないだろ
I mean, I'm surprised she was able to unwrap herself from that thing that quickly.
う。ああ、思い出したぞ。それで俺は父にひどく叱られたんだ。男が女を守らず、
Oh,
投げ出された帯にしがみつくとは何事だ。
child. I can't seem to remember when it happened, though. Still couldn't swim then.
言うな。あ
Can
ま
he
りに恥ず
swim
かし
now?
い記憶だから封じ込めていたんだ。くそ。
It wasn't that bad, silly. Hideo scowls like he's sucking on a lemon, and only spurs Yuriko to laugh even harder. While Yuriko is lost in laughter, Hideo stares intently at her, and the corners of his mouth twitch up.
俺の柔弱さもさることながら、お前のおてんばもひどいものだな。
Nah. And then the photographer from earlier, now done with the couple on the river's bank, walks leisurely towards them to call out a greeting. Ooh.
どうです？お二方も一つ記念に。
Uh-huh. Huh? What? You mean us?
およろしかったら。
Sure. Hideo and Yuriko exchange a glance. First of all, it's unheard of for an unmarried couple to take a photo together. Especially not when the man and woman involved have societal statuses in this hierarchical society. Only married or engaged couples take photographs together. Which means the photographer might have mistaken Yuriko and Hideo for lovers. Well, you are at the river, alone, together. Then again, they've been laughing and strolling along the river together. Anyone who sees them can't be blamed for thinking that they're romantically involved.
どうする？ゆり子。
Sure. Don't ask me.
一つ撮ってみるか。
What? Yuriko throws Hideo an incredulous look. Something about his features does make him look like he's joking, but then there's also a hint of earnestness. Still, is he really the kind of person who jokes around? Much less in this regard? Feeling sheepish and thrown off balance, Yuriko runs through the viable options in her head. Take the photo! What should I do? Take the photo. Save. Let's take the photo. Sure, if you want, Hideo.
本気か？
You asked! Hideo inquires as if forgetting that he's the one who asked her first. That's what I'm saying, you asked! Yuriko feels her cheeks heating up as she looks up at him with a glare. Yes, I don't mind. Perhaps sensing the unwavering tone lacing Yuriko's answer, Hideo's brows smooth out and he looks determined.
わかった。
Let's
それじゃあ。
take a photo. She has a feeling she'll never know if Hideo had suggested taking a photo together as a joke or something more serious. Although Yuriko couldn't come up with a decision right away, at first now they're really going to have their photo taken together.
はい、それじゃあ
Woo,
そちらの方に立っていただけますか？
I got his first photo! Instead of his fiancée. They look so awkward and so adorable. They're so awkward. The photographer points in the direction he wants them to move, and after that, he positions himself behind the tripod to get ready. There's time she can still bail at Hideo now. No, just take a picture. Yuriko briefly entertains the option of running away, but her body can't move. Instead, she's waiting with Hideo right by her side, like her lover, like her husband, for the flash to go off. They're so awkward. So cute and awkward. Hideo pays the photographer and tells him to send the photo to his department in the military. Get 2 of them. 2 copies. I want one. The twinkles of the flash remain in Yuriko's field of vision. You're not supposed to look directly at it. Her head is spinning. It feels like her mind has just wandered into a dream and back.
後悔しているんだな。
No. Yuriko feels his arm gently wrap around her shoulders and she swallows. She doesn't want him to think that she's frightened, so she puts on a strong front and forces herself to reply. I'm not.
それじゃあ、なぜそんな顔している？
I don't know, what's the face you're making currently? Making what face? She tilts her head up to look at Hideo and realizes belatedly that they're closer than she thought. Hideo's face is peppered with wounds that still look painful. He took a photo. Yuriko flits her gaze across the scars on his face like she's only seeing him for the first time today. Oh no, look at your face, Hideo. It's battered.
ボロボロ？おい、そこまでひどくないだろ。
Dude, you are bruised up. What you do? The photographer is admirable and most sellers wouldn't have wanted to approach a customer like you. Oh, you're cute. The photograph they took will be a permanent memento of the injuries on Hideo's face. She'll have something to tease them about, and somehow the ideas sound so ridiculous that Yuriko can't stop laughing. Why'd they have to run into a photographer now of all times? Talk about a coincidence.
本当に。今日のお前はよく笑う。
Because you're adorable. I like you. Because you're funny, Hideo. Have I offended you?
別に。怒りはしない。
He pulls her closer all of a sudden, and Yuriko squirms in his hold, trying to put a distance between them, but he isn't letting go. See, you're mad.
違う。
Mm-hmm.
ただ、お
Oh,
前が可愛いだけだ。
I've been thinking you're cute the whole time too. What? Kiss. Without warning, a shadow falls on her face. Kiss, 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 kiss. There. Woo! Good job, Hideo. Hideo's face is filling her field of vision, too close for her to even take in the entirety of it. And then something soft touches her lips. Girl, close your eyes. Enjoy it. Good job, Hideo. Hideo's breath gently fans Yuriko's cheeks. The cold frame of his glasses on her skin. Oh, did Hideo just... As soon as her brain processes that what has transpired, he slowly crawls up to her cheeks. It happened in the blink of an eye. Oh, he's so cute. Oh. Silently, they stare at each other. That was Yuriko's first kiss. Her heart is hammering inside her chest. The rush of emotions is too overwhelming for her to even utter a word. Sorry. Inside of her head feels hot, and she's pretty sure she's dizzy. If Hideo hadn't been here to support her, her knees would have given out. Hideo peers into Yuriko's face with flames burning bright in his eyes. Is she looking at him the same way, she wonders? Oh,
嫌
good
だっ
job.
たか。
Good job, Hideo. Good job. I am proud of you. If I did, do you think I'd be this calm? Exactly. I'm
確かに
just
そうだな。
standing here. I swear, there's something weird with us today.
あ、俺もそう思う。
Now, if you could just leave your fiance, your fiance, that's not your fiance, and make us your actual fiance, that would be great. Please do. What should we do now? We've gone and done it. Although trepidation is clear in her voice, Yuriko doesn't try to bat Hideo's arms away when he pulls her close again. Hideo presses her head to rest on his broad chest, letting her flushed cheeks rest on the fabric of his white shirt. My face is burning. She can hear the loud thumping of Hideo's heart. They're not even engaged, but they've taken a photograph together. And they kissed. It's something only lovers do. You know Hideo's fiancé should be in his family's manor right about now. Pounding in her chest won't stop. If anything, it grows louder, and she thinks any more of this, and her heart will forget how to beat normally. She wishes time would stop and let them be safe in each other's embrace forever. Aww. It's so surreal, it's terrifying. She's filled with so much bliss, it's frightening. Hideo, why did you have to kiss me? Why
お
not?
前だって、なぜ受け入れるんだ。
I know. Oh, are we trying to put the blame on me now?
それじゃあ、俺だけのせいなのか。
Yeah, you initiated it. I'm not blaming you, but Hideo, you're engaged. You have a fiancé.
お前だって、あの男に結婚を申し込まれているじゃないか。
But but that's different. I've been telling him no. He's like a freaking pest. He won't go away. They lapse into his silence again. You need to tell her to go away. Their banter has slowly drawn them back to reality and away from the dreamy atmosphere. In the place of their days is an intensifying feeling of disorientation.
お前は、わけがわからない。
What am I doing? What? I don't understand you either, Hideo. You're the one who kissed me with the fiancé. We don't have a fiancé. We just have a dude chasing us. We've been telling him to go away.
人のせいにするなよ。
Yes. That should be my line. Yes, it is your fault. Take responsibility. Get engaged to us instead. Do it. The two of them let go of each other and find themselves in a glaring contest. The emotional turmoil their kiss caused has resulted in air crackling with tension and hostility. One look at Hideo's expression, she can tell he's both shocked and irritated. Yuriko can't take much more of the situation, the stifling atmosphere. With the brief moment of euphoria behind them, the reality of having done something they shouldn't have slowly dawns on her, and now she's afraid. Never mind, I'm going home.
ああ、帰れよ。せいせいする。
Your tsundere is showing. Just so you know, I don't want to look at your face for at least a few days.
気が合うな。俺もだ。
Yeah, okay, fine. They bite at each other with their words, and Yuriko whirls around, stopping away from him. She lifts up the hem of her kimono and crosses the road with strides as wide as she can manage. Yeah, in a kimono, it's not going to be that big. Doesn't seem to be doing anything to calm the frantic beating of her heart, though. Hideo's face when he leaned forward, his sweet sigh, and the warmth of his lips. She can't seem to get these out of her mind. Hideo, you dolt. You big oaf, you stupid man. You... As a fiancé, he will marry another woman for crying out loud. But he hasn't agreed to it. How many times does he have to say he hasn't agreed to it yet? But Yuriko also knows that Hideo isn't the playboy type who takes pleasure in flirting with different women like her brother does. Yep. Hideo was serious when he kissed her. But they just can't seem to be honest with one another. And open up about their painfully obvious feelings for one another. Stupid, stupid Hideo. Hideo's name leaves Yuriko's mouth in a quiet whisper, in between her ragged breathing. Her body feels like it houses burning coals, too hot beneath her skin. Oh, good gracious. It looks like she has fallen truly and helplessly in love with Hideo. What is she supposed to do to regain some semblance of peace? What can she do to calm herself down? I don't know. She can't even gather her thoughts to find the answers because her heart right now is a mess of frenzied emotions, each of which is new to her. She's thrilled, sad, anxious, and suffocated. Yeah, sounds like love to me. The bushing in her ears and the wetness on her cheeks are what eventually alert Yuriko that she's crying while running along the river. Aw. Poor girl. Just steal him from the fiancé. He likes you. It's gonna be easy. A few days later, relative comes to visit the Nomiya household. It's the first visit by one of her relatives since her mother's funeral. The visiting relative is her grandmother from her mother's side, Tokuko Ishikawa. Her grandmother may be elderly, but she still appears dignified. The dauntless air about her convinces those around her that she must have been a beauty when she was young. She reminds Yuriko of her late mother. She does look like her mom. Tokuko looks heartbroken as she shifts her gaze from Mizuhito to Yuriko. She continues to lament about the household's tragic predicament.
どうしてこうまで落ちてしまったんだろうね。両親がいなくなった上に家は借財まみれなどと。
おばあさま、ご心配をおかけして。
You know, we'd be in a lot less debt if our brother would stop going to the red light district and used all that money for, our staff instead. Just saying. Mizuhito couldn't care less about the things that make his grandmother, who shares no blood with him whatsoever, worry.
まあ、いざとなったら、この屋敷と土地を売りますよ。
I guess that's true.
なんと。
あなたはまたそんな。
Whatever, it's just a house. I mean, yeah, memories and stuff, but.
そんなに心配してくださるなら、お気持ちよりも援助が欲しいものですね。
Exactly. If you actually cared, you'd help us. Brother, I mean, I agree with him. Brother's aloof and nonchalant remark makes Yuriko flounder in a panic. Well, if they're so concerned about them losing the house, they should buy the house or something then. Their parents' funerals were only possible because their relatives decided to contribute financially. So it's too arrogant. I guess I didn't know that. Still, it's too arrogant for her brother to act haughty and indifferent. But their grandmother doesn't appear insulted or angry. Instead, she casts her eyes down and looks apologetic.
私だってそうしてやりたいわ。けれど、もうすでに何度も要求に応えているの。
Yeah, their mom should have stopped spending frickin' money. He's at fault and their mom was at fault. She should have stopped going out.
家の恥は晒したくありませんが、うちだって裕福ではありませんからね。もう答えてやれる余裕がない。
That's too bad.
だからせめていい話を持ってきたのよ。
What good news?
いい話ですか。
Mizuhito scoffs. What good news?
どうせ縁談でしょう。
Oh my gosh, who is it? Is it me or you?
その通りですよ。
Oh god, who?
いい話だかどうだか。
Who is it?
あなた、いつまでもフラフラしていないで、そろそろ叱るべき身分の妻をめとって家を守らなければいけないでしょ。
But who would want to marry into this household? Oh my gosh.
家族とはいえ、こんな貧しい家に誰が嫁に来るものですか。
Yeah, exactly. Who would want to marry into this family?
いくら落泊しても家族は家族。この英爵に憧れを持つ者は数えきれませんよ。お話ならいくらでもあるはずです。
僕はそんなものには興味がありません。それに嫁の実家に支えられる生活なんてゾッとしませんね。
Just wants to bang his sister. Sorry. Anyway.
はあ、なんと不甲斐ない。そんなに気が進まないのなら、あなたはどう、ゆりさん？
No! Not us again! You dick! Get married so I don't have to.
ええ、そうよ。
Me?
それとも、もういいお話があって。
I mean, Shiba is coming after us, but I'd rather marry Hideo. Mizuhito and Yuriko exchange glances. Please help me. So their mother has yet to learn about Shiba. Their mother, Shigeko, was fairly supportive about her potential marriage to Shiba, but apparently she never consulted her family about it.
とりあえずお聞きし
I'm
ま
gonna
しょう
laugh
か。
if it's Shiba. Brother! Stop it. Her brother pushes the conversation forward without mentioning Shiba. Yuriko herself is shaken. She hesitates for a moment, wondering if she should bring up the subject herself, but in the end, she doesn't say anything.
飯田勝家さんと言ってね。飯田というのは葛飾で有数の豪農の家なのよ。勝家さんはそこの次男坊で、帝大を出てロンドンに留学してらしたの。
Oh, okay.
去年帰国して今は農商務省に勤務しているの。
This name means nothing to me.
将来有
He's
望な
not
方
a love
よ。
interest. I don't know who this is. He does sound like an excellent man, but I'm sure he already has many women lining up for him.
ご縁があるのですよ。勝家さんの妹が行儀見習いに私の妹の嫁いだ伯爵家に入ったんです。
Oh, I'm all confused. Okay.
そこの若様に見初められてご結婚なすったの。それで帰国した兄にもそろそろいい人をというんで紹介を頼まれたのよ。
I wouldn't have even bothered to keep track of any of that. What? And you chose me?
ええ、そうよ。少し事情をお話ししたら大変同情してくだすって。勝家さん本人もぜひ一度会いたいとおっしゃっているそうなの。
おや、もうそんなところまで進んでしまっているんですか。
Mizuhito, you douchebag. You pushing this marriage crap onto me because you don't want to. Mizuhito throws out a snide remark, shrugging his
向
shoulders.
こうは相当乗り気のようですね。
That's a little suspicious, honestly.
まあね、ああいうお金はあっても身分のない人たちから見れば、私たちのようなものは雲の上の存在なのよ。
Do I have to meet him?
結婚相手としては申し分ないのでしょうね。箔がつきますから。
I guess they still kind of do these not arranged marriages, but have your family set up marriage date things. I see. Actually, I went to college with this guy who was from Japan. He's like, it's just easier dating that way. You have your family suit. I was like, oh, I can't do that. Let's see. Yuriko replies without really meaning it. Yeah, well. It's like a job interview. They give you a little thing about them. Anyway. She doesn't know how else she should respond. The marriage talk is so sudden and she needs time to process it. Glancing at his sister and sensing her confusion, Mizuhito sits up straight and answers on Yuriko's behalf.
ま、考えておきます。おばあ様がせっかく持ってきてくださったお話ですからね。
ええ、そうしてちょうだい。
I mean, I
なるべ
kind
く
of
早
like
く
her
お
grandma.
返事が欲しいわ。
She seems nice and well-meaning.
もちろんです。ただ、母が亡くなってまだ間もないですし、そういったことは少し。
ええ、わかっていますとも。
Her grandmother nods several times and slowly glances around the room.
私とて娘の暮らしたこの屋敷を失うようなことにはしたくないのですよ。
As her grandmother recalls the memory of her daughter, who passed away from illness shortly after her husband's death, as if she was eager to chase after him, her eyes grow teary. Yeah, grandma's probably not doing well. It is then that Yuriko remembers that her mother's brother is no longer around. You can only imagine the pain her grandmother must be going through after being left behind with both her daughter and son. Oh, poor grandma. I feel bad for grandma. Oh my gosh. Something painful fills Yuriko's chest.
だからどうか前向きに考えておいてちょうだいね。この家を守るた
No,
めに。
she's so well-meaning. I like Gram. Yes, grandmother. Alright, sweetheart. Grammy. Hi, Grammy. They exchange light-hearted banter after that. After a while, their grandmother rises from her seat. Yuriko is walking her grandmother to the door when she suddenly remembers something.
それではね、楽しい時間だったわ。
We're not, learning anything about that mystery of what killed our parents. Grandmother?
ええ、何？
I'm sorry, I know this question will sound strange, but... Was Mother ever involved in anything related to Chinese bellflowers?
秘境？
Yes. Grandmother cocks her head, and Yuriko feels the first wave of disappointment washing over her. If your grandmother doesn't know anything, maybe her mother and bellflowers share no connection whatsoever. It really isn't a big deal, but Mother didn't seem too fond of Chinese bellflowers, so...
あの子が秘境。
Kikyo! Yes, Kikyo. Her grandmother trails and her face loses its color. What? It probably has something to do with the uncle, or brother.
何もわかりませんよ。私はあなたも妙なことを聞きますね。
Stop freaking hiding stuff from us. It's not helping. Oh, I'm sorry, grandmother.
それよりもあのお話、きちんとお返事をくださいね、ゆりさん。
Yes, I understand.
それでは失礼しますね。
Her grandmother walks briskly as if running from the manor and from her. That's definitely strange. Her grandmother must know something. Of course she does. But judging from the look on her face, I doubt grandmother would be willing to tell me about it, even if I asked her again. Whatever it is, she has a feeling it isn't a happy subject to talk about, and she can't press her grandmother to discuss it.
お帰りになったかい？
Yes. Hizohito walks softly from inside the manor. He made up a reason to excuse himself halfway through the conversation with their grandmother, probably simply because he didn't feel like talking anymore and cooped himself up who knows where.
やれやれ。葬式だ結婚だとやかましい日々が続くね。
And freaking do something. You're not helping anything. You're right, brother. We have a lot on our plate. Your grandmother's arranged marriage offer does nothing to stop Yuriko from thinking about Hideo all the time. Wonder what he's doing now. 3 weeks since their distressing farewell. You told me you didn't want to see him for a few days. Go visit. However, Yuriko is as worried about Hideo as she is obstinate. Her nature does not allow her to be the first one to establish contact. And that's how you lose the race. But maybe Hideo is just as stubborn as she is. It's funny how we might actually be more similar than we thought. She muses and smiles to herself. She doesn't hate Hideo, not at all. If anything, her feelings for him have only grown stronger in the past few days, that they haven't been able to see each other. Honestly, she wants to run to see him, preferably right this instant. She won't be going to apologize, though. She wants to see his face.
お前はどうしたい？この縁談。
I haven't thought about it. Leave me alone. Brother levels her with a bored stare, and Yuriko blinks. She's completely forgotten about the irritating marriage offer. I'm not really interested.
あの男の方がいいということ？
Shiba? That guy, she flinches. How did her brother find out about her feelings for Hideo? He's talking about Shiba. Oh my gosh. I don't dislike our MC, but oh my... She is a sheltered rich girl. However, she shouldn't realize that he's talking about Shiba, and she internally sighs with relief. Like, wait, what? No, okay. That's not funny, brother. Besides, we just lost our father and mother. Marriage is really the least of my concerns.
確かにそうだね。僕もお前の気持ちを尊重するよ。
You're not gonna like my decision.
おばあ様ももう少し気を使ってくれても
I
良
think
さそ
she
うなもの
was
だけれど。
fine. Yuriko is relieved to know that her brother seems to have no intention of forcing her into a marriage. But she suddenly finds herself curious about the story that involves Hideo. She understands that he wouldn't have taken the photograph on a whim. She also knows that he doesn't kiss someone just for fun. But what if Hideo has a change of heart during the time that they can't see each other? That's now her brain's going into panic mode. What if his wedding with the young lady from Shirota family becomes inevitable due to some reason she has no way of knowing? Ryugo feels her chest tighten as she considers the possibilities. Hideo, I wonder what you're thinking now. She grows restless, as if something is urging her to do something, anything. Waves of anxiety roll off her without warning, like a premonition of a catastrophe on the horizon. Go see him. The next day, Yuriko sits in her room, her only company being her worry for Hideo. But then she hears the sound of a car stopping in front of the manor. Fully alert now, she strains her ears before she can catch herself. Is it Hideo? Just look out your window. Yuriko tries to wait for Fujita to call her. But her patience is short-lived, and she quickly gets up from her seat to bolt out of her room. She nearly runs into the entrance hall. When she opens the door, Hideo is not there.
Konnichiwa.
Kyoko! What are you doing here, crazy lady? Lady Kyoko!
おや、お前来たのかい?
Hi! Not the person I want to see. Talking with Lady Kyoko in the entrance hall is Mizuhito. Fujita is there too, standing a short distance from them. And Hideo, well, he's nowhere to be seen. She plants her feet, lest the disappointment make her drop to her knees. She puts on what she hopes is her best smile. Hello, we haven't met since the day of the dinner party. Thank you for having us that night, and I had to eat that nasty tiger meat.
そんな形式ばったこと言わないで。
Thanks for the terribly disgusting dinner.
あれは大層な虎の肉でしたな。
Impressively disgusting.
嫌な殿様。
Yeah, carnivore meat is tough because it's more muscly.
ひどい味。
You have to like...
父が満足しただけでもよかったんですけれど。
I don't know. Kyoko handles Mitsuhito's snide remark with grace and stares fixedly at Yuriko.
おひいさん、具合はどう?
Thank you for your concern. I'm doing much better now.
さあ。ところで、つい最近柴さんがこちらにいらしたんでしょ?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
証拠りもなくね。
Yeah, I've told him no multiple times. Yeah?
そう。それで、今日も証拠りもなく、柴さんがあなたと会いたいとおっしゃっているんだけれど。
Do I have to?
どうかしら。
What? But Shiba doesn't seem to be here right now. She inclines her head inquisitively, and the lady's lips curve into a gleeful smile.
私、これから馴染みの料亭に行くのよ。そこに柴さんもいらしているの。
I don't wanna go then.
なるほどね。ただじゃ来ないだろうから、あなたを使って呼び出そうという魂胆です。
I'm still gonna say no.
ええ、そ
No.
の通りね、きっと。
I don't want to. No.
殿様。
No.
あなたもご一緒なさらない?
No, please no.
僕も。
Oh, you too, Mizuhito? Mizuhito raises his eyebrow before narrowing his eyes and leveling the lady with a dubious glare.
それはもちろん構いませんがね。それじゃ、なんだって柴君はここに来ないんです。
こないだここへ来た時、おひいさんの顔色が悪かったのを。
Oh, because we went spacey.
だから牛鍋でも食べさせて精をつけさせてやりたいって言ってるのよ。
Shiba is going to such trouble? She did lose half, if not all, of her self-discipline the moment she learned that Hideo was under house arrest. At that time, the fact that Shiba was there watching her was the least of her concerns. She never thought the change in her behavior that day would bother him so much, and now he's inviting her to lunch. She feels like she's wronged him.
ねえ、行きましょうよ、ひいさん。
He's wronged us more than
私も
that.
久しぶりにあなたと一緒にお食事がしたいわ。
I too, of course. I'll attend.
ゆり子、行くのかい?
No. Yes, brother, I'd feel bad if I turned down the invitation. Lady Kyoko has come all the way here to invite us, so...
そうか。
And this is why you're easily
それじゃあ、
easily
僕も
manipulated.
一緒に行くよ。
まあ、嬉しい。それじゃあ早速行きましょう。表に車を待たせてあるから。
Kyoko claps her hands with glee, with the glee of a young girl. Kyoko scares me. Although Hideo is still on Yuriko's mind, she's truly glad for getting a chance to chat with Kyoko. Still can't forget about the Chinese bellflower that my father was holding and the bellflowers scattered in my mother's bedroom. Ask Kyoko. If she is such a good friend to your mom, she might know. The bellflowers that her mother, Shigeko, was terribly afraid of. Although she can't ask her mother about the flowers because she's no longer around, she can ask Kyoko. Ah, there we go. The only other person who might be familiar about her mother's past. Once she feels that the timing is right, she will ask her outright. Having decided so, Yuriko leaves the manor with Fujita, seeing her off. The drive to the traditional restaurant is relatively short. The proprietress shows them to their room, and sure enough, Shiba is already there, slightly drunk. Oh, I was freaking love drunk people. Okay. And using his chopsticks to poke at the beef inside his pot. Yuriko wrinkles her nose at the smell of sake that is drifting in the room.
Yeah, 来たな、おひいさん。
Didn't you have waited to get drunk? Why are you getting drunk so early? Hello, Shiba. You reek of alcohol. How much have you had?
今朝の商談の最中からずっとさ。ささ、ここに座るといい。
Oh, I guess. Shiba points to the spot next to him and urges Yuriko to take that seat there. Seeing no point in arguing, Yuriko walks to the spot and sits down. Mizuhito sits across from Shiba, and Lady Kyoko sits next to him.
今日はいい買い物をしたんだ。あなたに似合うと思ったら、いても立ってもいられなくてな。
I don't know if I should feel bad for him.
私には何にもないのかしら?
You're married. Why would you get something?
あなたはすでに目の玉の飛び出るような高いものをどっさり持っているだろう。今更俺が何かやったところで
I'm still questioning what type of relationship they have with each other.
失礼ね。
I like her, but I'm scared.
おひいさんに買ったものっていうのは
これだ。
What? Shiba takes out a shiny golden comb.
あら、
Ooh.
金蒔絵のべっこう串ね。
Well, we do wear red a lot.
お見ないし。
そうだ。なかなかの値打ち物だぞ。あなたに似合うと思ったら、
Probably really
買わずにはいられなかったんだ。
Are they gonna show it? I appreciate it, but I can't possibly accept something so luxurious. Yuriko didn't expect that an extravagant present would be waiting for her, and she's still reeling from the shock. This man does things at his own pace and is completely unpredictable. He takes people by surprise and acts like the astonishing things he does are normal.
それじゃこれはどうすればいい？あなたのために手に入れたんだぞ。
He's not. I can't return it.
夫人に差し上げればいいじゃありませんか。妹は欲しくないと言っている。
Thank you, Mizuhito.
言っただろう。夫人にはこんなもの、そこらの石と一緒なんだ。
あなた、さっきから言いたい放題ね。
Yes, it is.
あっさ。
The lady puckers her lips, pretending to appear petulant, and leans forward to whisper in Yuriko's ear.
この人、この夏に決まったシベリア出兵を喜んでいるのよ。これでまた戦争特需が高まるなんて言ってね。あれのせいでひどい暴動まで起きてるっていうのに。
He's a warmonger.
おひいさん、そんな人でなしのお金はね、あなたが全部使ってしまいなさい。
See, I
何
like
の罪
her.
悪感も覚える必要はないのよ。
We kind of same brain a little bit, but I.
妹の前で戦争の話はやめてくださいよ。ロシアのことなど知ったことじゃない。
I mean, they're gonna be our problem soon. Mizuhito is making the same blatantly uncomfortable face that he made at the party hosted by the lady he heard Shiba and the merchant discussing profiting from war. Yuriko doesn't know all the details about the principles about it, but she does agree that it's absurd to want to get richer at the expense of war victims. Well, welcome to
金の出所はあなたの気にするところじゃ
a
ない。
lot of rich people.
とにかくつけてみればいい。
No, wait, Shiba. He's drunk. He's not gonna listen to you. Shiba reaches out and forcibly tucks the comb into Yuriko's hair. Knowing that it wouldn't be right to take it out, she reluctantly lets him do it.
まあ、おひいさん、 似合うわよ。あなたが身につけると何でも清楚で上品なものに見えるわね。
仕方ないね。くれると言うんだからもらってもいいんじゃないか、ゆり子。
Oh, gee, thanks. Okay, thank you, Shiba.
俺は未来の
doing
花嫁
things. See,
を
that's
飾
what
り
I'm
立てた
saying.
いだけさ。
He does things constantly that, like, she doesn't like. And she does one thing about spacing out and she feels so bad. She has a, I'm like, girl, no. He does so many things. Yuriko nods silently and lets the comb stay in her hair. Accepting the gift with mixed feelings, the atmosphere tells her that now isn't the right time to bring up the subject about her mother. Soon, each one of them gets their own serving of beef, hot pot, stewed food, and sashimi. And even though it's still bright outside, Kyoko and Mizuhito join Shiba by downing one cup of sake after another. I like sashimi. It's good. Wait, no, sashimi. No, I don't like sashimi. I like nigiri. That's what it is. It's the meat on the rice. Sashimi is just the meat. Shiba looks extremely pleased with the entire time, and perhaps it's the liquor that's causing Mizuhito, who's usually hostile towards Shiba, to treat him in a friendlier manner than usual. What are the chances that Hideo is coming to the manor to see me right now while I'm still here? Girl. Despite the rather rowdy lunch, Hideo remains the only person on Yuriko's mind. Then go see him! Okay. She can't stop herself from wishing that Hideo were here, that he were the one sitting next to her. Yuriko is lost in her thoughts again. Perhaps noticing the shift in her mood, Lady Kyoko asks Shiba to end the lunch early. Shiba and the lady invite Yuriko and Mizuhito out to keep on with the merrymaking, but they refuse. The lively feast ends with the siblings being sent home by car. Yeah, he's just gonna take off and leave at the red light district tonight anyway. In the evening on the same day, Hideo comes to visit. When he comes, Yuriko is in her room, nodding off and exhausted from having attended the vivacious lunch. She was done peopling for the day. The moment she is informed of Hideo's visit, however, she springs up from her bed. As soon as she opens the door to the parlor, she finds Hideo sitting upright on the couch, and a small smile makes its way to her face. He's wearing his military uniform, a hint that he might have been freed from house arrest, and the outfit makes him look stern and manly in a different way than his usual clothes do. Yuriko admires his appearance, feeling her heart melt. I have a bad feeling. The wounds on his face look much better now, and it may only take a little while longer for them to completely heal. Feels like they haven't seen each other in a year. The urge to run to him and give him a fierce hug is intense. Yuriko settles with making her best pouting face instead. You're finally here, Hideo.
都合でも悪かったか?
No, thanks to a certain someone who told me he didn't want to see me for a while. I said I didn't want to see him either.
100も承知だが、俺はそうも言っていられなくなったんでな。
What? I knew it. I knew it. A chill runs through her. She was elated. Hideo's visit has caused her to feel both bashful and excited, but those words, he has managed to make her heart start pounding with apprehension. Is her bad premonition about to come true? You should have visited him. You should have visited him. Hideo's oddly calm expression only serves to amplify her anxiety. Yuriko can't continue acting cold towards the man. She presses him for an answer. What is this about, Hideo?
庭に出ないか?
Why?
少し歩きながら話したい.
Sure. Hideo's sudden suggestion catches Yuriko off guard, but she nods nevertheless. Are you breaking up with... Girl, you should have gone to visit him. The gleam of the setting sun in the west is glowing over the garden. They walk slowly, but Hideo remains silent. Is he currently at the forefront of Yuriko's mind? He is currently at the forefront of Yuriko's mind. She absolutely has no room to admire the plants that Majima has shaped so beautifully. After a silent moment, he opens his mouth and begins to speak in a calm tone.
おそらく
Oh my
お前は
gosh.
これからしかし
Sorry.
これは俺が考え抜いた末に導き出した
There's something
一
in my
つの
eye.
手段なんだ。
Ugh. What is it? Stop beating around the bush and just tell me.
出し惜しみしてるわけじゃない。ただ、
He agreed to marry the other girl, huh?
俺にも覚悟が必要なだけさ。
Freaking eyelash. Okay. If she wasn't sure about it before, she sure is now. Whatever he's hesitating about is something she doesn't want to hear. Something that Yuriko will be mad about. It has to be something related to Hideo's arranged marriage. She isn't sure she likes where this is going. Come to think of it, Yuriko has never confessed her feelings for Hideo out loud, but he probably has an idea. She let them take the photograph together, let them kiss. And he must be here now to tell her something that will upset her, that will make her feel betrayed. It's the only reason that she can deduce. She's stunned. This can only mean that Hideo is here to tell her that he has agreed to marry his fiancée. Stop it. If you're right, and it's horrible, then don't say it.
なんだって?
I don't want to hear it. I know what you came here to tell me, Hideo.
まさか。
Hideo looks at her in surprise and frowns.
もしかして、またあの男がお前に何か言ったのか?
You mean Shiba? No, he didn't, but I don't think it takes a genius to figure it out.
違う。お前にわかるはずがない。
Is he going off to war? Why are you so sure?
これは俺が今日決めたことだ。シベリアへの派兵に志願した。
Oh, thank you. I mean, I mean, of all the things. Okay, I thought he was breaking up with us, even though we're not dating. What? Okay, good. I mean, not good, but not good. Because the World War II doesn't start until, at least for Japan, until the Marco Polo Bridge incident, which was spurred on by Japan. So he should be safe up in Serbia. It takes her a while to register the words Hideo has just uttered. He'll be deployed to Serbia?
そうだ。
Or Siberia? It's Siberia. Sorry, I don't know why I said Serbia. Siberia. Has Hideo just really told her that he chose out of his own volition to go to Siberia? It's so cold there. But why would he do that? She's drowning in a sea of questions. There are so many things she wants to ask him, but nothing in her mind makes it out of her throat. She remembers something about Siberia that Kyoko told her this afternoon. Something that made Shiba thrilled. Oh yeah. And Yuriko has indeed read about this in the newspaper before. This is about the Japanese Imperial Army being deployed to rescue Czechoslovakian forces. There we go. Oh my gosh. I think that's how you say it. I'm not trying again. Who are captured by one of the armies in the Russian Civil War. Oh yeah, because they're overthrowing. I don't remember when they did it. I thought they already did. They're overthrowing the Tsar and Anastasius, the whole Anastasius family situation. Even so, why must Hideo go? Sure, there's always the possibility of his being sent to join the troops because he belongs to the army. However, he wasn't chosen, he volunteered.
ほらな。
He doesn't want to get married to that
お
chick,
前の予
that's
想
why.
とは違っただろ。
You douchebag. Hideo observes the shock etched on Yuriko's face and offers a bitter smile.
だが、こうするしかなかった。
Yeah!
この縁談を破談にさせるためには、このくらいの理由が必要
We
だったん
have
さ。
infiltrated his heart enough. But now he might die. Dang it. You want to break off your engagement? Duh, he kissed us and took a photo with us. Mr. Straight-Laced Boots did that. Come on. His unexpected words are only making Yuriko more confused. I'm just happy that we infiltrated it enough and, like, broke it up. But now he's probably... and he's not leaving us for her. Or whatever. How is being deployed to Siberia and his marriage related? Because if he's gone, then... why do you need to go to Siberia to break off your engagement, Hideo.
この縁談はほぼまとまりかけている。親戚中が一丸となって話を進めている。一族のメンツがかかっているのさ。
Oh, he needed an excuse to make her marry someone else.
お前も知っての通り、相手は大層な相手だ。
Oh.
ここまで来て話をこちらから断るなどということはできない。
Just don't die on me, okay? I still don't understand. Why are you doing this?
だが、俺が戦地に赴くとなれば別だ。世間は未亡人の再婚に厳しい非難の目を向ける。
Oh, yes.
夫が死亡したとしても、
Work the
新しい相手を
system.
見つけることは難しい。
Let's do this. Okay. Smart. Smart cookie.
だから、たとえ結婚の話がまとまりかけていたとしても、相手が戦場に行くとなれば、急いで
That is true.
婚約破棄してしまう家も
They don't want
決
them
して
to be
少なくはない
widowed. Yeah. And then over here in the West, people were getting married because the guys were getting deployed. Completely different. Because over here, we're like, oh, you're a widow because he died in the war? Whatever. Here's his benefits. And that's why you offered to go to Siberia?
そうだ。それに、俺が結婚すれば、お前だって近い将来、
That
あの
is
成
true.
金か誰かと結婚するだろう。
I would probably make her get married to Sheba.
俺は、そんな光景を見たくはなかった。
And then World War II
そんな展開を
happens,
迎える
and
くらいな
that's
ら、
just a
戦
giant
場に行って
shit
全
show
て
for
の状況を
everyone.
変える方がよっぽどマシだと思えた。
But couldn't he have come up with a less extreme idea? No, he's in the military. This is a less extreme idea. He does have a point. A family as distinguished as she wrote, the family will surely not allow their only daughter to be a widow. They're likely to break off the engagement once they learn that Hideo is going to war. However, what's the point of all this if Hideo gets killed on the battlefield? Then what? Then what do you expect me to do? She murmurs, her face pale and fists clenched on her sides. Who could guarantee that he will make it out alive? That he will return from the battlefield in one piece, safe and sound? Riko grows white as a sheet as the blood leaves her face. Her knees feel weak as she looks up to find Hideo looking back at her with melancholy written on his countenance.
万が一の場合は、これをくれた男に頼るんだな。
He saw the thing. What? Hideo raises his hands to graze the tortoiseshell comb, which is still tucked safely in Yuriko's hair. She gasps, how could she have forgotten to take it out? Now Hideo has seen it. With a heart heavy with regret, she mentally kicks herself for having committed such a blunder.
どんな形にせよ、おそらくあの人はお前を愛しているんだろうさ。これはお前にあつらえたようによく似合う。それだけお前を見ているということだ。
If you do die, I'm making her marry Sheba. What? I don't think I follow. The tempestuous flood of intense feelings pours into Yuriko, and she stands there, lips trembling, and her skin suddenly feels too thin to contain her emotions. Do you have any idea what you're talking about? I don't want to be with a man that isn't you,
俺
Hideo.
は生きて帰ってくる。万が一の話だ。
I mean, yeah. You can't guarantee that. Well, he's in the military. They'll force him to go to war anyway. That's what happens when you marry military guys. It's always a gamble. She shouts, unable to bear it. You know as much as I do, as much as anyone does, that this is a war we're talking about. You could die.
もちろん。
Girl, this is nothing
わかってる。
compared to what's gonna happen in a couple of years. Just saying. Do you? Because I don't think you do. Not when you volunteer to march to your death.
俺は
The
軍人
next
だ。
war he won't be able to volunteer.
いつか国のために死ななきゃならん時もあ
Next
る。
war he's going to be forced to
それ
go.
にこれしか道がなかった。
He needs to get higher up in the ranking so he doesn't actually have to go do anything. That's why I'm just saying you're just going off to die. Why don't you get that? Gotta get some chapstick. You're an idiot, Hideo. A fool. Girl, he's going off to die. Don't say these things.
何？
Ah, God. Maybe don't be a bitch when he's about to go off to war. Just, you know. Yuriko insults him without even pausing, and Hideo levels her with a menacing glare.
男に向かってバカとはなんだ。お前こそバカだ。
please, I'm the reasonable one between us. It was obvious from the start that I wouldn't want the man that I like to die.
お前なんかまともじゃないさ。
He's like, what?
こんなじゃじゃ馬、俺でなければあの物好きな成金しか相手にしないだろうよ。
Surprise, Hideo! I could say the same. I bet the only woman who could put up with you is me. You're cold and surly, and you're an obstinate fool. They're so ridiculous with each other. She's practically screaming at the end. She's at a loss, clueless as to where to channel these intense feelings. The only way she knows how to deal with it is by shouting, by venting her anger at Hideo. Maybe she should drag him into the manor and lock him up. Let's do it. Let's be the yandere. Is there a game where the girl's the yandere? Besides the yandere, whatever. Is there one, Notome, where the girl's the yandere? The poor, you have to, like, chase the poor guy. I need to find a game like that. I want to let him go to Siberia. Why does he even have to go? Yuriko can't, for the love of anything that is good in the world, fathom why Hideo would choose to go to war. She can't understand his reasoning at all. I can, 100%. Or rather, the situation doesn't let her. After their shouting match comes to a halt, Hideo looks away.
もういい。話にならん。今は頭を冷やせ。それじゃな。
You're not going nowhere. I'm not gonna let you. He turns around and takes a step forward to leave the garden. Yuriko watches him go, her entire body trembling. Dreadful images of his death begin to flit through her mind. No, this is going to be our last time seeing it. Is this going to be the last time seeing each other? What should she do? What would be the best course of action in this situation? Give up. Shh. Why would I give up? Chase after him and slap him. Whew. I think we're gonna go with chase after and slap him. Whoop. Hideo! Hideo turns around at the sound of Yuriko's voice. She runs up to him and swings her. I'm enjoying her right now. Oh my gosh, she lands a heavy slap on Hideo's cheek. He staggers back a bit and stares at her wide-eyed. Clearly not having expected her blow. Yuriko fixes him with a glare, standing straight. Her mind is blank and her breath comes in short pants. She just couldn't help herself. Sounds like a great relationship. Hideo came to the manor to drop a shocking revelation on her, and now he's walking out on her? He might have chosen to go to war for Yuriko's sake, but she has her own take on his decision. She thinks it's a manifestation of a man's self-satisfaction and selfishness.
何をするんだ? いきなり。
I thought I would help you wake up and open your eyes, Hideo.
何をわけのわからないことを。
Once he has overcome his shock, he reaches out to grip Yuriko's shoulders. His cheeks are flushed crimson with fury.
これが俺の苦渋の決断だということがわからないのか。すべてお前のためだろう。
Angry kiss? Yes. I would like that. Well, I still can't see where you're coming from because you never asked for my opinion.
俺の道は俺が決める。なぜお前に相談などしなければいけないんだ。
You don't have to, but then you go around saying that you're doing this for me. Yo, you're such an idiot. Total idiot.
まだ言うか。この。
They're trapped in a heated argument again, shouting and anger the top of one another. Their exchange of angry shouts in the garden with the sunset in their background seems like it's going to go on forever. She knows that this is shameless and childish, but with how Hideo is acting right now, she just can't bring herself to care about modesty and manners.
Majima.
Hi! At that moment, Majima runs up to them, looking flustered.
一体どうされたんですか? お二人でそんな大声で。
We're having a conversation. Majima! The two of them regain some of their composure at Majima's interference. Aw, the fun's gone. Hideo lets go of Yuriko's shoulders and turns away. He must have gripped her strongly because the second he lets go, she can feel the blood flowing back into her arms. She's gonna have some bruises, man. Have you been listening? I mean, you're just kind of screaming at each other. It's hard not to. It's like, I don't know what was wrong with you people. Majima explains, shifting his apologetic glance from Yuriko to Hideo.
本当に差し出がましいんですが、お二人で過ごされる時間が残り少ないなら、喧嘩なんてなさらないでください。
For my sanity too, stop screaming in the garden. Majima. I used to like him. I still like Majima, but she used to have a crush on him. Majima's words take Yuriko back to reality. Till a moment ago, she was out of control, too angry at Hideo's selfish act, but there is truth in what Majima has said just now. Hideo is going to Siberia. There's only so much time that they can spend together until his departure. Silence fills the air.
そこの庭師の言う通りだな。
He has a name, it's Majima. Hideo. Hideo murmurs, his voice strained.
俺も今日は頭を冷やそう。また来る。それじゃな。
Okay. I mean, I'm happy you didn't come to break up with us, even though we're not dating. Hideo turns his back on Yuriko, determination in his movement this time, and crosses the garden with wide strides. Yuriko watches him go in silence, chest packed with emotions she doesn't even have names for.
あれ、姫様、あれなんでしょう?
Was what, the hair thing? What? Majima walks to the spot where Hideo had been and bends down to observe an item laying on the ground. Yuriko follows suit, a wobble in her step, and crouches down to scoop up what turns out to be a piece of paper. Oh, this is a photograph that they took together at the river. Hideo was planning to hand the photograph to her? Or did it fall out of his pocket at some point during their fight? Yuriko may not know the answer, but she cradles the photograph and holds it close to her chest.
姫様?
I'm fine, Majima, and thank you.
いえ、俺は別に。
It's just as you said. He and I wouldn't want to part ways on bad terms. As we ran up and slapped him. This girl. The hands of time have already begun to move. They need to cherish what few moments they have left, least they regret it for the rest of their lives. Yuriko presses the photograph even closer to her chest and looks down. The image depicts Hideo glaring at the camera with a grumpy expression, his face still a mess. She's looking straight ahead with a faint pink dusting on her cheeks and a bashful look on her face. Is there anything she can do? She'll do this photograph every day? I have no idea what that was supposed to say. She'll to this photograph every day, pray for Hideo to come back alive. There we go. Why'd they put it on the different... Whatever, it just sounds weird. Well... I love their relationship. The next day, Hideo comes to visit again at the same time in his usual military uniform. They stare silently at each other for a while, feeling a myriad of emotions thrumming beneath their skin. The atmosphere around them is somber, and she wonders if this is what it'll be like when she has to bid him farewell before he goes to war. Before his visit today, Yuriko was sure that she would bawl the second she met eyes with Hideo, so it astonishes her when she doesn't. She waits for her emotions to go haywire again, but they never do. She's just filled with a strong desire to burn everything that Hideo is into her memory. Every strand of hair, every inch of skin. She wants to remember it all. Eventually, Hideo breaks the silence.
浅草へ行こう。
Asakusa again? Again? Why?
12階に登りたい。
Okay. That tower? The real name of the Junkai Tower is the Ronkaku. It's a 12-floor octagonal skyscraper in Asakusa. The locals call it the Junikai Tower, referring to it by the number of floors. Junikai. There's a panoramic view of Tokyo at the top. The tower was packed with sightseers when it was first built, but nowadays only a few people bother going up. Most of them have left their hometowns to come to Tokyo for the first time. Moreover, when night falls, the area surrounding the tower becomes a shady district from which women and children are advised to stay away. That's how different the area is in the daytime and the night. It's not really like that anymore. Yuriko feels a sharp pain in her chest as Hideo deliberately chose to visit the tower.
この国を覚えておきたいんだ。
Yeah. Now you go to the, what is it called? The Sky Tree? It's kind of in that area. It's a little bit farther east, I want to say. Alright. Or you could go to Tokyo Tower. That one's, you can see quite a bit there too. Yuriko replies simply and agrees to go along with Hideo's wish. Maybe he knows that he might not be able to make it home alive. He's willing to ask Yuriko to accompany him on this trip to memorize the sights of their hometown. Then she knows she should be happy, and she is. Hideo and Yuriko immediately ascend the dimly lit spiral staircase within the tower. Once they get to the top, they sweep their eyes over the brightly illuminated floor. It's a world closer to the skies above, and Yuriko sighs at the sight. Aww. The blue sea in the distance, the haphazard arrangement of many roofs, the small silhouettes of people going about their days like dolls in a puppet show. These things make the two of them feel as if they're gazing at a diorama.
お前の屋敷はあの
They're
辺りか
so
な。
cute! I've gotten used to the glasses. I'm not usually a fan of the glasses. At least they're not the Harry Potter ones. Do you want us to use this? Do you want to use the
い
telescope?
や、いい。こうしてお前と一緒に眺めているだけでいい。
Hideo says he slips his arm around Yuriko's shoulders to pull her close and nuzzles his cheek into her hair. Oh, I wish they had a picture of that! Oh, it's so cute! Anyway. She feels like there are thorns in her ribcage aimed at her heart and stabbing it with every beat. She still against Hideo's decision to go to Siberia. It's not that she has been able to fully come to terms with it. But she also knows there's literally nothing she can do about it. Hideo has made up his mind and his superiors have accepted his application. Withdrawing now would be much easier said than done.
お前は高いところが好きだったよな。
Yep.
木に登ってばかりいて。
Hideo murmurs, keeping his arm around Yuriko with eyes fixed on the spot in the distance.
俺が危ないからやめろと言っても、お前は登った。いつもお前は俺の手の届かないところに行こうとする。青い空を背負って高い枝から俺を見下ろすお前は
I would say squirrel,
鳥
but
のよ
yeah.
うだと思ったな。
A pretty annoying bird.
そうだ。おてんばで危なっかしくて。
I don't know, we kind of had our wings clipped recently.
自由に空を飛べる鳥だ。
I can't soar in the sky. Yuriko leans her head on Hideo's chest. I don't climb trees anymore. You have me tucked safely inside your arms. I'm a flightless bird now.
お前は飛べるさ。
Maybe, but not without you. Not without you, Hideo. Oh, you're so cute. Yuriko turns to meet Hideo's eyes, here in the deserted Junikai Tower. Between the two of them, Hideo is the one that resembles a bird. Bird ready to take flight, leaving the place of his origin behind. A woeful bird who doesn't know when he will return. Hideo, promise me you will come back home.
もちろんだ。
Swear to me right now.
帰ってくる。俺は絶対に帰ってくる。
Keep your promise. You are to come home and don't forget me. The dam breaks and her tears flow out of her eyes unbidden. Wetness rolls down her cheeks and onto Hideo's uniform, leaving damp streaks in their wake. Don't forget, I beg you, please, don't forget me. Moon. She feels Hideo move, raising his palm to cup her tear-stained cheeks. But the world before her is a blurry reflection, her tears distorting the look on Hideo's face. Oh, that's such a good scene! She feels the gentle press of his lips on hers, and his impulsive tongue slips between them. See, so World War II was that, like, weird beige, because everyone seemed to have, like, ugly uniforms. But then after this, World War II, they kind of shifted into, like, nicer uniforms. At least the US did. I think other countries did, too. Because then they started doing... Anyway. She feels a gentle press... Blah, 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 blah. Yes, okay. I'm not making noises, I'm sorry. Their kiss quickly heats up. Yuriko desperately tries to match him to reciprocate. The thought that this may be their last kiss blasts away any shy reservation she had. They exchange a few more kisses before pulling back, breathing in short pants, and with the tips of their noses almost touching, they peer into each other's eyes. Hideo's eyes are all overfull behind his glasses as he studies Yuriko's face, as if the act is killing him inside. What? Not here. Not the top of the tower, dude. Gotta go somewhere else. Hideo says, voice hoarse. Jeez, dude, you went from 1 to 100 real fast. Yuriko knows what his questions imply. Blood flushes her cheeks and she's almost dizzy. Not on the top of the tower. You're in public. Go somewhere else. Her heart is beating at full speed and she clings to Hideo, afraid of losing her consciousness right now, here and now. She doesn't hesitate in the least. It's just that she's so eager that words fail her. I also want to feel you, Hideo. She wrings the words out of her throat painstakingly so. Take me anywhere you want, please.
Yuriko.
Okay, let's see how censored this is. Hideo slips his arms around Yuriko and tightens his grip, holding her for dear life. She wraps her arms around Hideo's back, digging her nails into the broad expanse. She wants to know his everything. She wants to be Hideo's. Better yet, she wishes he could whisk her away and take her somewhere far. She realizes that she asked Hideo to do exactly the same thing on the night of her birthday party. On that day, she spoke those words out of pure desperation. It's different now, she muses. Right now, she ardently wishes that he would take her away. Back then, I never thought I would feel so strongly for Hideo. Well, you went through a lot. When did she fall in love with him, and so deeply too? A lot has happened since the night of Yuriko's birthday party, and Hideo has been the only consistent existence in her life since then. It was once nothing more than a childhood friend, but now she sees him as a man. It's not a change, but more a spontaneous epiphany, a realization that dawns on an uneventful day. Sorry. She has always been conscious of Hideo's presence around her, and he has always been following her with his eyes. And maybe she has just come to see these things. It's as simple as that. They're childhood friends, two people who understand each other. And now they're a couple, a man and a woman who strongly yearn for each other. Oh. And did they cut the scene? They got it ruined. You're fighting. Okay. This is on Steam. So it should be edited. If not, I will cut it out, okay? They don't need any words, too absorbed in the other, too busy seeking each other's lips. I might have a black screen the whole time. I'm not reading this. They're drawn like a pair of magnets, lips nearly fusing from the countless numbers of kisses that they've shared. Everything about them is a perfect fit, glued to one another and refusing to let go. Their puffs of hot breath are mingling, their soft hairs on their cheeks grazing against each other, and the smooth tips of their noses brushing. Hideo showers Yuriko with kisses, leaving a trail of reverent kisses on her cheek, forehead, and eyelashes. The silver rim of his glasses glide along her skin like cold droplets of water. Hideo, aren't you going to take off your glasses? Yeah, but you're like smashing them into her face. Is your eyesight that bad? And then he'll take them off. Those are the words that Hideo would never tell her under normal circumstances. Coupled with the blatant sincerity in his tone, Yuriko's heart pounds in response to his raw emotion. Seemingly not wanting to waste another second, Hideo promptly moves his hands to untie the obi sash of Yuriko's kimono. His hands fumble around the sash, and he gives her an impatient look that tells her he has no idea what he's doing.
これは
You just pull on it.
どうすればいいんだ
It depends on how it's tied, actually, maybe. Like this. Yuriko slips her hand behind her back and tangles her fingers with Hideo's, and together they untie her sash. Once the solid and firm knot is done, it unravels and slips down from its place around Yuriko's waist. She glances at Hideo, although he tries his best to play it cool as he pushes her down. As he pushes down the... I got a little ahead of my... As he pushes down the sash out of the way and unties the string behind her waist. Yeah, so it's not just the obi. There's like multiple layers of it. It's like a corset. So she is going to have a lot of other stuff under there besides the obi sash. The string around her waist. She could tell he's nervous by the slight tremble. The tense look on Hideo's face is all Yuriko needs to know that this must be his first time too. I would... Then again, perhaps she should have been able to guess as much. Hideo is a fastidious person, a man who loathes Mitsuhito's habits of playing with women. It's unmistakable that he must have turned down anyone who wanted to sleep with him. Hideo's innocence is clear in the clumsy way he unties her obi, and it fills Yuriko's heart with joy. It's cute. She's ecstatic to know that Hideo is choosing her to be his first lover. Aww. Well, we're kind of past the point of no return, so yeah. Hideo asks, hesitant to open her loose kimono to take the final step. Yuriko smiles gently at him. You don't even have to ask. I mean, we're already there. You got the room. Past the point of no return. Hideo looks stunned, lost, and embarrassed all at once. She watches as pink creeps up his neck to dye his cheeks. It's so adorable. I'm not making any sexy noises though. Okay. I refuse to do those. Aw, that's sweet. I know you won't. That's why you can do anything you want, Hideo. That's, You are a very brave girl to say that. Hideo's fingers tremble around her kimono. Yuriko stares back at Hideo, internally urging her nervous and tense self to calm down. We get a black screen. We don't get the fun CGs. Unless they've edited them. Stop it. Whatever. Stop. You're making me blush. Oh, thank you. They slide their arms around each other in a tight embrace. Yuriko's skin, fingertips, and lips, they're all shouting that she loves Hideo. She's never had him so close before. She's never seen every raw inch of Hideo before. And we won't see it, unfortunately. Hideo. Not making sexy noises. Oh! A lily? Oh, right, we smell like a lily. Completely forgot that we're, like, omega-versing it with scents. Why, thank you. See, they're going smells! Tell me this is an omega-verse without being omega-verse. Like, they're constantly talking about her smelling like lilies. Overcome with why do they talk about us smelling like lilies? Overcome with emotions, Hideo keeps whispering sweet nothings into her ear. And she doesn't have any reason left in her to keep the waves of Hideo's emotions at bay. Okay, this is the censor. Alright. Heated and fervent words are taking over Yuriko's heart, lifting her up to the heights of the heavens. Tears well up in her eyes, and Hideo is but a blurry image in her field of vision, but she fixes her eyes on him nevertheless, intent on memorizing every spot on his face. Though there's one thing she'd like to change, so Yuriko reaches out to try to take off his glasses. Hideo, do you mind if I take off your glasses? Let me see your face without them, please. I want to see your face, Hideo, fair and unhindered by anything. Please? Yuriko please, and after a hesitant beat, he slowly nods. Thank you. Oh, he's so cute! Okay. I like him without the glasses more. Yuriko gently takes the silver-rimmed glasses off his face. She cradles Hideo's naked face in her hands, eyes flitting from a spot on his countenance to another in an attempt to memorize every detail. You look so different without your glasses, Hideo. Well, it's your face, so. Looks good without the glasses, too. I mean, it looks good with the glasses, but his face kind of softens a little bit. Well, I beg to differ. You have nothing to worry about. Yuriko leans forward to land a chaste feather-like kiss on Hideo's eyelids. You're beautiful, Hideo. So pure, so pure, gentle, and unmistakably beautiful. You are pretty. Really like him with them. He looks good with the glasses, but I really like him without the glasses. Says who? I'm just speaking my mind. I honestly think that you're beautiful, Hideo. Hideo carries with him a delicate and fragile heart, tucking it away along with his true self in the safety of his cold, silver-rimmed glasses. As soon as the mask vanishes and his true face is revealed, the expression on Hideo's face slowly changes into one that is quite soft and gentle. It's like a knight without his armor, an unprotected warrior. Aww. Thank you. I mean, you're getting a little cheesy here. Then don't. Oh. Yuriko lifts her hand to wipe the sweat dotting Hideo's temple with her fingertips as she leans in to nuzzle her nose against his cheek. Don't let me go. Not right now. Not ever.
Yuriko.
They lock lips again, white puffs of breaths and enchanted sighs intermingling. She wishes time would stop. Wishes so badly for it from the bottom of her heart. Then the hours they spend colliding, their earnest emotions against each other end in the blink of an eye. But Yuriko has indeed received 3 definite things from Hideo. The first one is a memory with him, a warm memory with the love of her life. The second one is euphoria pouring into her in the most magical way. The third one is sorrow passing through her being like a hushed breeze. Aww.
Yuriko.
They cut out like mass majority of fun time. I knew they were gonna edit this out. The uncensored version has not been released in English, unfortunately. Why are you apologizing? I'm happy about it. I mean, he looks so good right now. He looks amazing right now. You were gentle, plenty, and I wanted to accept you as you are, Hideo. I'm happy you let me.
Yuriko.
Clarity hums in Hideo's eyes as he stares at Yuriko. Normally, it's hard to tell because Hideo always has his glasses on, but his eyes are actually extremely gorgeous, clear and pure, like the bottom of a blue lake. Tonight hits Yuriko for the first time why Hideo chose to go to war. Hideo simply wanted to face everything head on. It's not in his nature to be a coward or to stray from the path. Hideo must have been determined to deal with the situation the only way he knows how. In his mind, the punishment for betraying his entire family and choosing Yuriko would be to volunteer to be dispatched for the war. That's just how solid Hideo's resolution is. His strong wish to be together with her has compelled him to make that choice. His love is pure, so pure to a fault. He's so pretty. Oh my gosh. He's so attractive. In making that decision, Hideo has made it clear that he is offering himself body and soul to her. Aww. Sure. Hideo says, voice sounding distant and near at the same time, like a dream, and it strikes Yuriko's heart in the most bittersweet way. Don't say it. Yuriko whispers, feeling the back of her eyes burn and her voice choked with unshed tears. Don't say it, just stay here with me until it gets dark.
一つだけ。
What?
俺たちはも
What?
う夫婦だ。
I didn't get no wedding. What?
お前は俺の妻で、
Okay.
俺はお前の夫だ。
Do I get... I don't think they did rings.
そうだよな。
That's a Western thing, I think. We are. Of course we are. Hot tears rolled down her face and she realizes she's crying too. They bring their lips together for a long kiss. They rub their cheeks against each other and they embrace, seeking evidence that they're both alive and warm. Oh, they're so cute together. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. There is no wedding ceremony or visiting City Hall to register their family. Their words, their vows, are the only things that bid them together as husband and wife. But somehow the vows are enough. For the two of them, those vows are what they needed and more. Locked together in a solid and still embrace, like chrysalis, they spend their remaining hours inside the old inn's room, basking in the light of the setting sun. Neither of them wants to speak about what's lying in wait for them in the future, about their terrible and cruel fate. They just want to stay there, letting their five senses drink in the other's presence. Dan won't be gone for long. He will come home alive before she knows. Yuriko believes it like she believes the sky is blue. She doesn't even want a speck of doubt to plague her mind. Hideo will come back safely. It is a fact. But she refuses to believe in anything else. He once told Yuriko she was strong, but he couldn't have been any further from the truth. She's not strong. The environment is forcing her to be strong, to pretend to be strong. Her mask of strength will eventually crack over time. Without a goal and hope, she can't keep the mask on for long. Which is why Yuriko needs to believe that Hideo will return in one piece. Because if she doesn't, she would be rendered helpless, unable to even stand on her own feet, unable to even breathe. Oh. Gotta pretend. Oh, that was sweet! A few days later, Hideo departs. And we are also departing because that was absolutely super sweet. They cut out the graphic fun time that I know of. Which is good for me because I don't have to edit it out, but also slightly disappointing. I wish they would localize the adult version. But I know they won't, most likely. But anyway, so cute. They're so cute. We'll end it here. If there are any games or routes you would like me to play, let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!